Welcome back to another video, and this time around we're going to be doing a new segment on the channel. It's going to be a YouTube exclusive called Otome or Otome. The nay is implying that it's not necessarily for me, it's not that it's bad, but it could be for you. For the next couple videos, we're going to be reviewing dating sims due to the Otome gaming showcase that is happening on May 4th through the 11th here on Steam. Hey Pixel Wars, today we are going to play Ookami Okami. So pretty much it is a spirit wolf that works in like the Japanese hotels, you know? So all that in mind, let's roll it. In this about 30-minute demo, you do only formally meet the two MCs, which are Shimon and Aiken, and also Mushroom Aloe, the publisher and developer. Thank you for reaching out in order for me to try the title. What's so funny about this is this game I've had on my radar for quite some time. So I was super excited when the developer reached out and was like, hey, can you give it a try? I'm like, I've been wanting to give this a try for a while, so this is the perfect moment too. So in this with Akin, you are an older lady who works at a bed and breakfast and you own it. But one day you slip and you get isekai'd into a world where you're now a yokai. As you are there, you meet Shimon, who helps you not drown in a water, and pretty much you are very witty, and she as a character reminds me of myself. I loved every minute of her. She is smart, she is beautiful, she is witty, she a boss. And the way she's presented is beautifully done. I'm kind of obsessed with her. So then there was Shimon, who you find out is one of the four main gods in the space, which is the tiger. He's mysterious, but he's also like a sly cat. He acts dismissive. He's not truly honest with all of his feelings, but you might find out later on why. He kind of like peeps through here and there with his attitude, and the banter between these two is adult. It's like a sexy, flirty thing, but it's not too much. And they respect each other's like space when they need to be respected, but they also are like, let me just fuck around like a little bit. I love the dynamic. But now let's get into the pros and cons. I'm gonna be so completely honest. This is the first one in a while that I really didn't have cons. So I already had this one on my radar, but there are a few cons, but like they are kind of just very minimal. But a pro, the art was so fucking good. Good portion of the beginning, when she turns into a wolf yokai, they have like little panels that show up to show like the new characteristics that she has. Like, here's her tail, here's her claws, here's her hands, and they drop down like these panels like if they were like scrolls on a wall, in which I don't know what it was, but I was like, this is everything. Again, it's not a bad thing if you have like the full art or anything. I'm just saying it's different from what you typically see, or at least commonly see. Another pro that I had is, a lot of time, if you guys know with anime, when somebody is isekai'd, it's usually a young adult, or at least an older adult, maybe in like his 30s. From the way the script was written, it seemed like she was a very older, much lady, because she was talking about like being a like hotel owner for many, many years and many decades. So it seems she was like on the older side. So I kind of appreciated that, because it allows the story and the MC to kind of have a different perspective on life. But I feel like because this is an older MC, she lived life. You know what I mean? Like, so she knows, she's wise. She knows how to interact with a lot of people. She knows how to conduct a business. Like, she'd been through it. And then another thing I really liked was the music truly like set the tone. And also the background sounds were really great too, because there is no VA, which is kind of a con, but it will always be a con if there's no VA for me, just because I prefer it. I've talked about it before, but VA makes it easier for me to control it if I'm streaming. If I'm alone, it's not a big deal, but I have a throat that can't last. I'm not a throat goat. And I know it was like traditional music that I heard, but for some reason, and maybe it's because I've been looking at a lot of stuff and like figures from this, but it gave me Inuyasha vibes. and I'm here for it. And also kind of the MC reminds me of a little bit of Kagome, where she has that smart mouth, but she also at the same time is very powerful in how she presents her information. Another pro was the text box. For me personally, was the perfect size and the space. And the text box was simple in design, but it still matched the theme. I do not like when text boxes are huge and taking up a lot of the art on the page. And the story itself, super easy to read, super easy to understand. There's an interactive part that you get into and you're able to kind of like clean the area. I can do a visual novel, don't get it wrong. Like, I love a good visual novel, but I feel even better when it's gamified. You know, just like to keep my brain going. But I will say, during the interactive parts, there was prompts for like each thing that you clicked on that would be part of the cleanup. It wasn't game breaking. It was nice on certain things because it was like secret things you could find. I didn't need a prompt for 3 cobwebs, you know what I mean? And then the cons that I had, I've already discussed that there is no VA. Another thing I noticed is that with the settings, anytime on the menu, it does show like AYXB for like controller settings. So it looks like you play with a controller, but I didn't have it plugged in. So I'm not sure if that's by default or anything. And then the auto fast, and I will say it was fast, but I will say for me, it was a tad too fast. I felt like sometimes like things were getting cut off before I could finish, and I'm a quick reader. It was like I was about to catch it and then it just cut off. And then the last con I had, it was too damn short. I do appreciate though, because like it feels like a demo, but god damn man, I wanted more. So chat, you may be thinking, are you pleased with this? Is it an Otome game? Something you go back to? In Otome, like, you're not gonna pick this up. Girl, I'm picking this back up, you hear me? I will be playing this. This is an Otome all the way, baby. But yeah, so that is my review, and that is my thoughts on the Okami. So if you guys are interested, it's gonna be linked down below. And so I hope you guys have a good day, good night, good afternoon, wherever you're located, and I'll see you in the next one.